am on my way to photograph a wedding, and once again I'm headed to the other side of the planet. This is actually really bizarre because I was just in Indiana County a few weeks ago for a wedding, and that's where I'm headed again, and it's about 15 minutes between those two locations, which is so strange but true. It's about a 2-hour drive for me. It's a little bit of a bummer, but it's a beautiful day, and I think I'm second shooting, so I'm not the primary photographer. I think this is a fun barn wedding, which is delightful. Tomorrow is my birthday, which means today is birthday eve, and I typically don't work on my birthday weekends, or at least I haven't for the past few years, but that's how this landed, so that's fine. And I celebrate birthday month, so I guess what does it matter if I work on my birthday eve? It's okay. People will sometimes ask me about this whole birthday month thing, and I would say it's a relatively new thing, and well, not entirely, but what happened was in 1994, so this is like 20 some years ago, 22 to be exact, my brother died as a result of injuries he suffered from a motorcycle accident, and he died 6 days before my birthday. 2 days before my birthday, we had his funeral and buried him, and obviously it was a very, very tragic time for our family, and I used to make jokes that he was trying to ruin my birthday, and naturally he wasn't. So that year was just full of heartache. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. We were in shock and we were grieving. He was 26, I was 19. Well, the next year, I felt like was very pivotal for me. I had a decision to make, and leading into September, you know, it was a year since his death, and I thought I could relive that and grieve his loss, which we were still doing as a family, or I could choose joy, and I could find something to focus on and to celebrate in order to change my mindset. So that's when birthday month started. I love September. Craig and I met as a result of my brother's death. Shortly after his funeral was our first date. So I celebrate September for birthday month, our dating anniversary, and all of those amazing things. And yes, the loss of my brother, which is still very heartbreaking and tragic, but I just chose to look at the bright side of things. So when anybody ever gives me a hard time, you know, jokingly about like, oh, you get birthday month, I'm like, well, I have a dead brother. I play the dead brother card. Yes, I do. That's how I deal with sadness and grief, is through humor and choosing joy. I choose to find joy in September. And certainly the anniversary of the day of his passing, which is September 5th, is very difficult for us. It's very sad. Yes, we mourn him, we grieve his loss, but we celebrate joy as well. So that's where birthday month comes from. Oh, and I also wanted to add really quickly, so I'm a photographer, and when I'm at family gatherings, I'm the one with the camera always taking photos, and I like to take group photos. And people will sort of give you a hard time, like, oh, I don't feel like getting my photo taken, I don't like myself in photos. At which point I will look at them and I will say, yo, I have a dead brother. Like, get in the photo so we have photos before you die. And they look at me like I'm crazy, and then they get in the photo. So I guess you just gotta use your circumstances for good, or to accomplish things that need to get done, like family photos.